Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Phantom's Den. Today we're going to continue on with our So This Is Basically series, and this time we're going to be doing Persona 5. Now, I remember Persona 5 was my first delve into the Persona series. I picked up my version of Royal back in December, and I played it for like almost 2 months straight. It was such a fantastic game. It mixes elements of Final Fantasy turn-based combat, as well as just slice of life, kind of like doing graphic novel daily stuff as well. But it has like the bombastic, outrageous thematic elements of being in an anime. And those are things I love and enjoy so much, and combining them all together was just amazing into like this 100-hour epic. So I'm really excited to see how they kind of satirize this game, and I hope that they touch on a lot of things, and we'll talk more about it afterwards. But let's give this a watch.
Do some crime. Persona 5 is a game about Nasty Crime Boy, a boy of the nasty crime variety who's arrested for nothing. While on probation, he learns how to stop other people from criming by jumping into their brains and politely smacking them with his crime knife. He forms a mysterious group of phantom thieves known as the Do-Crimers, whose crimest do of all is managing to smuggle a cat with them everywhere they go. The Do-Crimers have two goals. First, correct injustice and get back at those rotten adults. A phrase that does not at all sound weird and unnatural. And second, to tell absolutely everyone that they are the Phantom Thieves. But any good heist needs a crack team of pros, and Nasty won't settle for anything less than the first 8 people who bumped into him. Infiltrate palaces and hang out with your crew IRL to strengthen your personas. Except don't, because you're not good enough for them. You stanky. Raise those stank stats of yours so characters are willing to sit next to you at the lunch table. But raising stats takes hard work, and Nasty Crime Boy only has the energy to do 2 things a day. Mood. Ignore your do-criming and spend 50 nights sobbing into a hamburger bun, hoping that this burg will finally be the one that convinces Makoto you're sexy enough to not actually date.
Hey kid, did you just eat a whole hamburger? Not bad. Here, take this gun!
But whatever you do, spend your time wisely. Some friends unlock massive quality of life improvements that really have no business being optional, while others are totally worthless. You can also date some or all of them. Nasty Crime Boy is pretty charming. In fact, he's so charismatic that whenever he falls in battle, the other party members will instantly die of sadness. If you want to be icky, you can date multiple girls at once without telling any of them. And if you really want Nasty to earn his namesake, one of them can be your surrogate little sister. But wait, you can go grosser. Have you ever wanted to be domed by a toddler? How about 2 toddlers? Congratulations, go directly to jail.
Can I date a boy?
What? No! That's weird! Feel free to date this alcoholic adult, though. That's totally fine. Stealth your way through the game's awesome opening act, and then slip-slide through a series of progressively lamer dungeons.
You must have had some serious luck to avoid getting caught until now. That means you must have had the help of a leprechaun! Well, am I right?
Persona 5 is so excited to share its story with you that it spoils every mystery before they've even started. Who could your next target be, I wonder? It says, slapping you across the face with the answer and winking as loudly as possible. And what? No, get out of here, Haru. We don't have time to make you a character. Quick, have the Do-Crimers question their morally light gray justice yet again.
Was it really okay for us to change the heart of Thomas Baby Eater, the inventor of eating babies?
For real. When you say it like that, I'm not so sure. What do you think, stupid?
Don't worry, guys. Mishima's got this one. I can't keep leeching off of other people. It's time to show the world my true self. Come, Persona!
I can't get it off. Oh, trust me, guys, this is gonna look really cool.
I am thou. Thou art. Oh.
Well, Mishima's dead.
For real? Mishima, are you okay? Did you know that we're the Phantom Thieves?
Now where are we supposed to find another Do-Crimer at this crime of night?
Hey,
We go
Katsumi!
in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure,
and those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
We're gonna change the hearts of all the bastards like you.
Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion, trickster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have that.
Thank you so much for watching.
All right, excellent. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. Yeah, no, they touched on a lot of great stuff. Yeah, no, I actually went and I bought the Persona 5 Royal Steelbook Edition back in December, and then I ended up playing the game for like 2 months. And oh god, it was so much fun. You invest so much time into this game. Yeah, they did a great job touching on a lot of the fun things about the game, like the fact that Morgana, your cat, you literally take it with you everywhere and no one ever notices, and that always made me laugh. I'm like, how do you not notice there's a giant cat in your bag? Like, that was always funny. Yeah, the way where basically they set it up for every arc, whoever was the main focus of that arc, that would be basically the next Phantom Thief. That would be, yeah, the way that they set up the next person to be the next Phantom Thief, like I said, basically, is the person at the start of that arc, and their type of attack or magic or whatever is going to be the most useful in the next palace. And so it's a little on the nose, and yeah, the whole retrospective, you're being interrogated, and each act takes place as she asks you about it. They flat out tell you who your target's going to be, so it takes some of the mystique out of it, but, you know, it is what it is. It's an anime. Yeah, they do a great job touching on the harem aspect, where you could potentially end up dating. Like, there are, I think, 8 love interests in the game, and you could either just choose to date one, you could date none of them, or you could date all of them. So, like, that was kind of funny. Some of the choices, yeah, like, you can date your teacher, you can date like an alcoholic adult, you can date your surrogate little sister. Like, there's some interesting choices in there. And a lot of people like to make jokes that it reflects either like your fetishes or just your inner personality and most desires, which is ironic because of the game. Like, the Phantom Thieves are all about going in and changing people's hearts and their most desires. So it's just kind of funny. Yeah, and the cool thing about the Royal version is that there's a DLC, or they call it the New Semester, where like that character at the end that pops up, Kasumi, she plays a bigger part in that. And so it's a lot of fun to really delve into these games. I remember I got obsessed with wanting to 100% everything. I got the Platinum on my first playthrough. It's not that hard on Royal. But they have an in-game trophy room called the Thieves' Den, and that is where like a lot of ridiculous accomplishments are. Like, you have to 100% the registry, you have to fight everything, you have to get every single kind of persona, you have to get certain statistics on every little mini game in the game, and some of them you can fail and it wastes a lot of time, so you have to make multiple save files. Like, it's a slog. I got like 3/4 of the way through it, and I was like 3/4 of the way through my New Game Plus run. I was like 150 hours in, and I had done just about everything. I'm only missing like a handful of like side game trophies and like one of the secret bosses, but I've pretty much done everything in the game. But like, it's that much fun. You want to do everything. It's just when you get to a certain point, you can max out all the stats on your personas and stuff and give them the perfect move set by looking up how to do it and how to do the combinations, and it basically makes you unkillable. Like, you can solo everything on the highest difficulty from like the very beginning of the game, basically, and just like never fear death if you know what you're doing. So like, it's kind of fun to get to that point where you're almost like godlike, but then it kind of gets boring because it's a 100-hour long game at least, and it's like a long graphic novel with the same story. So once you play through it, you know everything that's going to happen. So if you take enough breaks in between each playthroughs, then I think the game can be a lot of fun and has a lot of replay value. So I know I'll eventually go back and replay it, or just continue on with my current profile, because in the first playthrough, you have to spend a lot of time building up your social stats so you can talk to your confidants, which are your friends, that unlock quality of life improvements when you're battling and traveling around in the dungeons and stuff. And yeah, they made fun of the fact like some are extremely important, but you can't unlock until later. Others, like Ohura, I believe her name is, she's the journalist who's like the alcoholic adult. Her perks are pointless, and she has like one of the worst storylines and one of the worst romantic options in the game. So like, you know, all that stuff is just, it's pick your poison, whatever you want to do, explore as much as you can. I try to see all of it. But yeah, so no, he did a great job poking fun at a lot of the tropes of this game, and God, it was making me itch to want to play again. But yeah, if you've never played in the Persona series, Persona 5 is a wonderful starting point. You don't need to play any of the other ones to be able to jump in. It's like Final Fantasy, where each one is its own standalone title, basically. And this one has some of the best mechanics, quality of life improvements, graphics, and an amazing story, too. I also have been meaning to play Persona Strikers. That just came out, and it's like an indirect sequel to this game that kind of continues the story with all these same characters. So that's worth checking out, too. But anyway, so please like, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell for notifications. Let me know if you want me to watch anything else like this in the future. I would love to. I love anime, and I love reacting to parodies, animations, sketches, or actual animes themselves if there's one you want to watch with me. And be sure to check out this link in the description below to watch the original video. Give them their like, view, their subscription, all that stuff. And yeah, I hope to hear from you guys soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day.